So hey guys, my name is Jedi. I'm a software developer by trade. I guess I'll just tell you my history and a little bit about me. So I'm from the farm. My name is Jedi. I'm sure you're all thinking about Star Wars jokes. Like, trust me, I've heard them all. I grew up on an 83-acre farm. We had cows back home. I already said cattle. We had everything. And, it was a cool place. I really liked it, but my biggest thing was that I was bored out of my mind, man. There's only so many times you can go outside and, look at the grass grow. And let me tell you, it grows real slow, So I decided, pretty young that, I did want to be an entrepreneur. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know how to do that, right? I didn't even know, what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to get out of home, and I wanted to go a place where there's a lot of different people, of different cultures, different ethnicities, and different stuff to learn, right? So went around shopping in schools, found Drexel. Drexel was super, super cool because Drexel, A, their mascot's dragons, and who doesn't like dragons, right? That was literally the number one reason. B, they also had co-op program, and co-op program just means I got to travel a lot, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, this is where I'm gonna go. So went to Drexel and moved to Philly, right? My first time in a big city, and I realized I had, a lot of learning to do. To give you a short story, as part of my short story, I was working 3 jobs all throughout college. I was doing an engineering degree, and one of my jobs was at TGI Fridays on the Parkway, right? And I was the only white guy working there, right? My buddy Nelson, he's about 6'4", right? So he always towered above me. He was moving down to DC, and he's like, "Yo, Jedi," one night. And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yo, man, I want to party with a white boy before I leave. Let's go out tonight." And I was like, all right, yeah, let's do this. I'm a freshman. I want to learn the city. Yeah, let's go out. So he took me to this jungle theme party, right? And when I say jungle theme, I mean all the girls were just wearing jungle all in panties, right? And I don't think the guys were dressed up because what guy dresses up for a party, right? So we went out to that party, and we had a bottle of E&J with us, a handle of E&J, which is a brandy. And we're doing this new game, or at least I'm doing it. I don't remember who else is doing it, where I'm taking a shot with every new person I meet, right? And I didn't know anyone there. So, needless to say, I got very, very drunk. And I remember at one point during the party, I, for some reason, was in the kitchen, right? It was a house party. And I opened up the oven, and I found this cake there. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a godsend. There's a cake, and I'm drunk. This is the perfect thing. So I pull out this cake. I start dipping it with my hands. I start sharing it with people. And all of a sudden, these 3 or 4 girls, dressed in jungle theme, stand in the kitchen, and the one girl screams. I look over like a deer in the headlights, right? And she's like, "That's my birthday cake!" I'm like, oh shit. So I ran upstairs, locked myself in the bathroom, called Nelson. He came, ran, got me. We drove. Next morning I wake up, right? I don't know where I am. You know when you're sitting on the couch and you're hungover and sun streams in, on your eyes, and you're like, oh God, the freaking sun. Well, that was me. All of a sudden, the door burst, right? And this giant dude who I'd never seen before in my life looks over at me. He's like, "Who the hell is this white boy on my couch?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm Jedi. Nice to meet you, dude." I don't know who you are, I don't know who I am. Turns out it was a friend of Nelson's friend, and they decided to just leave me at their house and go play basketball. So we just chilled and played Grand Theft Auto, right, for the rest of the day. It was awesome. But I learned something from that experience, which was, wow, I love taking adventures and risks, and wow, I have a lot to learn in general. So that kind of, I guess, sparked just my ability to just take some leaps in faith. My first co-op, I went out. I lived in Greece for a while. I did a co-op out there. Absolutely hated what I was doing as a mechanical engineer. But I didn't really do a lot because my boss didn't actually know that I was there to work for him. He thought I was there to do a senior thesis, and I was a sophomore. And I didn't tell him differently, right? Because who? So I basically had a 6-month vacation paid for by Drexel. Thank you, Drexel. And then, fast forward a little bit, I switched to software engineering. I became a software developer, which I absolutely love. I still wanted to be an entrepreneur, right? I remember at one point I had saved up some money. Now, I come from a pretty poor background, so I saved up, I think it was $4.5 grand. I was like, oh my God, this is the most money I've ever had in my life. What do I do with it, right? So I put like 500 bucks into the stock market. All my friends are talking about stock market, lost it in a day. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, why? Why did I do that? So I was looking around and I found like a house for sale in the Drexel neighborhood. I bought that house. I was like, okay, well, hey, I'm spending 500 bucks a month or whatever, or actually at that time, 600 bucks a month for rent. Like, man, my mortgage is only gonna be 800 bucks a month, right? So took my $4,000 that was left over, not 4.5 anymore, and like $3,000 my mom gave me a loan, bought a house. It was my first entrepreneurial experience, right? That was cool, and I just like rented it out, while I was living there, and it paid the mortgage. And I got some capital behind me from that. Fast forward a little more, I was working as a software engineer, right? I learned a lot from that experience too. Primarily, I hate sitting in a cubicle and with no light, just coding all day. Now, I do love, I need sunlight. I'm like a flower, right? I need to grow, right? So I was trying to do things for my company, and the company was based out in Malvern. I was trying to get them to expand more, right? To do more things. And they were all about it at first, right? They said, yeah, Jedi, whatever you want to do, just go for it. I'm like, all right, sweet, I'll go for it. So wrap it up. So basically, what I did was I hosted a couple of events, right? I, at one point, got invited to host an event at the Web Summit in Dublin. I did that, right? Got drunk at the Guinness factory with the guy, right? Got him to make me a job offer. On my flight back, I put in my 2 weeks notice. And I don't know, I've just been doing like entrepreneurial shit ever since then. You know? And in terms of the why, like why did I choose to start my business? I saw a need, for helping people with their tech startups. But in reality, the why is I had a shitty background and I was angry at stuff. I was angry because everyone else had like really cool things and stuff, And that anger is kind of the why that got me going. And I'm still alive, so that's good. So that's it.